is day 8, I can't believe it, of Fall Into Yoga. This is our 2-week challenge where we spend 10 minutes a day just kind of coming together, taking a little flow, a little breath work, a little stretch. So let's get started. We're definitely going to need a mat today. So go ahead and just grab one. If you are someone who likes a little extra padding underneath the knees, you can always grab a blanket. I actually remembered to bring one today. So sometimes it feels nice just to have a little extra cushioning underneath the knees. So we're going to start in a child's pose. So as always, you can make your child's pose whatever you'd like here. The knees can be as wide as the mat, or you can always bring the knees a little bit closer in together, kind of resting your ribs and your lungs towards the quads. Whatever you decide to do, make sure those toes come together. You're making a triangle shape with the legs, and the arms will walk nice and long forward. And just take a couple wiggles side to side, just kind of grounding into your space. Notice the textures under the fingertips. Maybe begin to notice the sounds in your space. Any temperatures in your room. Is it a little breezy? Is it a little warm? Just kind of noticing these things here. If the forehead touches the mat, maybe give it a little roll side to side. And we'll go ahead and take 3 big breaths in here, filling up the belly on your inhale. Exhale, opening the mouth, letting it go. Nice. Let's take 2 more just like that. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Letting things melt on the exhale. 1 more. Big inhale, fill up the belly. Exhale, open the mouth, letting it go. Nice. Now let's go ahead and tense up onto the fingertips, pressing back through the armpits, a little more active pose here. Then we'll walk the hands over to the right side of the mat. Plant the right palm down, left palm will go on top. Nice big side stretch on that left side. Inhale, fill up the left side here. Exhale, try to send the left hip back. Nice. Then come back up onto the fingertips and over to the other side. Same thing here. We'll plant the left hand down. The right hand will go on top, stretching into that right side. Big inhale. Big exhale. Then come all the way back to center. And we're going to take some pelvic rock-ups here. So you can bring your knees a little bit closer together if they weren't. And we're going to come up onto our hands. And we're just going to kind of drop the pelvis down, stretching the front of the body. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe the head goes up, maybe not quite yet. Give yourself a full breath here. Exhale, sit back, child's pose. We're going to take 2 more just like that. So many cracks and pops are happening over here every time. Breathe into the front of the body. And then come all the way back. Let's take 1 more. If you've been here the last week, we've been kind of slowly moving through the body, 1 little section at a time. For this last half of the challenge, we're just going to try and take all of that kind of all that together. So yoga obviously is a full body workout. So we might be playing around with different shapes, but notice how the body feels coming up to your tabletop here. Noticing how the body feels when we were kind of isolating different parts of the body. You might be noticing certain areas that might be tighter than you thought. Let's take some cat-cows here. So as we start moving through flows that kind of incorporate all of the body, just kind of remember how things felt, maybe taking a little extra time in certain shapes. If you're like, oh yeah, my hips were a lot tighter than I expected, or my low back really liked when we did that thing, just kind of bring that into your regular practice. Taking a few more cat-cows, you can kind of add, you notice I went right into hip circles. That's what my body wanted today. I'll take 1 more breath. Exhale. Let's go ahead and take some tabletop threads here, finding a neutral spine here. On your inhale, lift the left arm up, open the chest to the left side, and then you're going to thread that left arm underneath the right. The left cheek can always come down Maybe the right arm walks forward, but keep that right armpit from peeling up to the sky. Let it really point down. You're bringing the right shoulder down, creating that nice twist in the spine. I'm going to hold this for 2 breaths. One more. Exhale. Gently bring that right hand back towards the face. Unravel left arm all the way up. Maybe take a few windmills in the shoulder. And then find that tabletop for a cat-cow. Resetting the spine. Maybe it's a hip circle. And then we'll find the neutral tabletop as you find the other side. The right arm is going to lift up and thread that underneath the left shoulder. Again, same options. That left arm can always walk forward, but again, try not to arch that left armpit up. Really send it down towards the mat. We're going to take 2 big breaths. Big inhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Nice. Gently bring that left hand back. Unravel the right arm all the way up. Give yourself some windmills in the shoulders. Oh my gosh. I'm so sore. Come back to center. I thought I slept weird, but it was really from practicing the Thriller dance. That's why I'm sore. We're going to take a puppy pose from here. So make sure that you back up a little bit on your mat. I'm going to back up on mine just so I have some space. We just did some upper back stretching. This will get more into the front of the shoulders. So keep those hips right over the knees. Nothing moves from the waist down. You just walk your arms forward, stick the tail up to the sky. I like to tuck my toes and then just let the heart melt down. Maybe use blocks here. Maybe you bring that blanket underneath the chest instead. Just try and breathe. Don't forget. And let's just take a few rounds of breath here. Try to relax the jaw. This is really intense. It's feeling a nice squeeze of the shoulder blades, opening the front of the chest, maybe a little stretch in the armpits. Let's take another full round of breath. Exhale. And let's gently look forward. Slither your way to a Sphinx pose just for a moment. You're coming onto the belly. Legs are long behind you. And make sure you're up on the forearm. So we're not kind of like hovering like this. Pretend like you're about to do a forearm plank. And then just separate the hands out about shoulder width. Plant all of the fingertips down. Open the chest. Think about sending the shoulder blades down the back. Don't forget about your legs. Point the toes. Activate the inner thighs. Maybe press the pelvis slightly into the mat. Let's protect the low back. Full round of breath. Exhale. One more. Exhale, let it go. Nice. Gently bring the forehead down. Maybe make a little pillow here. Shake out the hips. You can always bend the knees. And windshield wiper the legs, just massaging the front of the hips. Let's take a full round of breath. And let it go. Last little thing here, you're going to stay with the belly. You're going to stay on the belly with the body long is what I'm trying to say. And just kind of spider your hands out to the side. So the elbows are going to go up to the ceiling. You're on the fingertips here. And we're going to kind of slither our way up. So you're kind of in this sort of a cobra with the fingertips nice and tented. And then drop one shoulder down as you look over the other. And then come back to center. Do the same thing on the other side. Oh, feeling it in the front of the shoulders here. One more. Either side. Be gentle, kind of moving through the spine. Please come all the way back. And then gently lower one little bit at a time. Let's sit back, find a closed child's pose, an embryo pose. Knees come together. Maybe wrap the hands around the heels. Let the head relax. Let the shoulders roll forward. Let's take a full round of breath. Open the mouth, let it out. And nice and slow, just come up to sit back on the heels. Giving those shoulders a nice big shrug, opening it up. And then just slide off to either side, sweeping the legs out in front of you. I'm going to turn to face you. And maybe give those legs just a little shake. And then find a cross-legged position here as we seal our practice today with a deep inhale. Fill up the belly. Open the mouth, side out. Beautiful work. Hands come to prayer at heart center, giving yourself a few words of gratitude, of kindness for showing up for yourself today. As always, feel free to come back to this flow anytime you need, and I will be here tomorrow at 1. See you then. Bye.